The first DoorDash order in my new car is $6.50 for under 2 miles. So I'd say that's a good one. We're getting the day off started really easily because the order was ready when we picked it up in the store. And then we made our way to the drop off and already $7.50 in our pocket. And we were so close to that restaurant on the drop off that we got another one for the same restaurant for $9, 4.5 miles. And this will pull us a little bit further away so that we can get other orders. I'm going to try to accept Uber Eats orders and Grubhub orders, but we'll see how the day goes. I am liking this new car so far. I am making this video because I'm in a new car and I feel like that's just the experience of a lot of DoorDash drivers, Uber Eats drivers and whatnot. Your car is going to break down, and sadly that is what happened to mine. There were just so many things that were wrong with the car. I mean, it made it over 200,000 miles, but it was just coming to a point where it was going to cost like $7,000-8,000 to repair it, and it just wasn't going to be worth it. So now we're in a new car. I'll show you around and also do a bunch of orders in this video. Look at that, there's only 93 miles on here. So after the first two DoorDash orders, we had $16.50, and I felt so good about it. I'm like, wow, it's only been like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We are making a lot of money today. And then we got one for Uber for $24. It was supposed to take 40 minutes. Mileage was high, like 9 or 10. But I was like, I'm just going to do it because I just have a feeling that I'm not going to get anything better than this. I mean, we've been getting like $5 orders, $6 orders, going long distances, $24 for 9 miles. It looked good to me, but we were going to Hash Kitchen, which is definitely my least favorite restaurant in my entire area because they usually have me wait like a long time. And I was waiting 27 minutes. 27 minutes. I mean, I know the restaurant's busy and all that, but like, come on. Like, it wasn't even that big of an order. And also when I was walking out of the store, the bag completely ripped. I was just holding it normally. It just ripped and all the food spilled and well, not all the food spilled, actually. It was just a couple of things, but they were able to get it done in like 2 minutes after that. So well, at least the good news was once that first restaurant takes a while, the second restaurant, you know it's going to be sitting there ready for you. So I just went in, picked it up, and we were on the way. And yeah, so it ended up taking like 52 minutes instead of 40, which honestly isn't too bad, but I would have liked, if it took 40, we would have been rolling in the money. I don't have any reason to like flex on anybody because I have a new car. I mean, I have a car payment, which I know answers a lot of questions that maybe you guys have. Did I buy this in cash or did I get a car payment? Yeah, I financed the car. I really don't have any reason to brag because I am going to be making monthly payments on this car. I just didn't have enough money in my bank account at the moment to where I could go buy something in cash. I think this was the right decision, but I really don't know a lot about cars. And so, I mean, if anybody has their opinions, please let me know in the comments below. But yes, this is a brand new car, actually. Only it had under like 20 miles when I bought it. Honestly, I really didn't think I was ever going to buy a brand new 2024 car. I really didn't think that was ever going to happen, at least for a while, until I had like a ton of money saved up in my bank account. But this one just seemed like the right choice because this one was only like $4,000 more than a car that was like 3 years old and had like 70,000 miles on it. The used car market's like insane right now. I guess that's what everybody's been saying, and that's what I found out. It was like $3,000 more for a brand new car with 0 miles on it than to get one for 70,000 miles on it and a couple years old. So I think I made the right choice, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below. Once we got that stack taken care of, it's been all Uber Eats so far. I mean, we got a Walgreens order for just over $8. I was very, very happy to take this because that stack didn't put me in the best area, and this one was going to bring me 3 or 4 miles in the right direction, exactly where I wanted to go. So of course I'm gonna make $8 to do that. And Walgreens pickup, easy, drop off. It was interesting though, because on the acceptance screen it said customer verification, and I'm like, oh no, am I gonna have to meet this customer at the door, scan their ID, especially after picking up from Walgreens and realizing that I'm picking up 2 COVID tests. And I'm like, okay, really hope I don't have to meet them. And what does Uber do? They make me, actually, they just let me drop it off at the door. That was really nice. I definitely don't need to be meeting them at the door. And then we got one for $6, and I was basically at the restaurant already when this came to my phone, and the customer lived like half a mile away. So extremely easy. I decided to time this because Uber said it would take 8 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, right. But I timed it and it took me less than that, just like 7 minutes, 10 seconds. And then there was one where I got bailed out. I accepted it for $6.50 for 3 miles. Definitely not the best decision to take this, but I was like, it's decent. I guess I'll take it. And then like 20 seconds later, I got one for $9.50 as an add-on. So incredible. But this one had a huge problem. So the Panda Express order, everything was fine with that one. And then this $9.50, I made it to the address and I'm trying to drop it off. It was to a business, which is weird because like, okay, it's Sunday, like there's not really a whole lot of people like at their businesses unless like they're the owner. And turns out it was the owner's son that ordered the food, and it got completely messed up because honestly, I feel like the son was trying to scam Uber or me or whoever, but I didn't want to like tell that to the father while I was with him because I was on speakerphone with the son and the father at the same time, and it was kind of confusing, but we figured it out. The customer basically wanted me to drive like 13 miles south to go finish the delivery, and he said he's going to tip me an extra $20. And I'm like, you're most likely not going to give me $20, but even if you did, it wouldn't make sense for me because I got to go 13 miles there, 13 miles back. Not something I'm interested in doing because that's 26 miles for 20 extra bucks. Didn't want to do it, and the dad was like, I don't know why, but he decided to tip me $5 extra in cash, even though it wasn't his food, wasn't his order. But I was like, no, like I already got the tip on the app, and he's like, I don't mind, like, here, just take it. So I was like, all right. Then we had one over $10 for Ramen Hood. That one was pretty solid. It was actually the same customer that ordered that $6 one that took like 7 minutes to complete. And we had another $8 order, which, I mean, Uber Eats, I cannot complain about that at all. And about this car, I can't complain about this car either. It's so much nicer than my 2005. It's 2005. It's a 19-year difference in cars. So obviously this one's going to perform a lot better, but it has way better gas mileage. It's just, I'm not worried about maybe accepting something that's a little bit further away just because like I know that I'm going to spend a lot less money on gas. I'm also driving a lot safer. I'm like trying to break this car in easily because I know that DoorDash and Uber Eats, like it takes a huge toll on your car. And so I'm trying to just like make like the turns are a little more careful and like the braking and all that. Like I want this car to last a while, like a long time, maybe as long as my other car, 200,000 miles. So we'll just have to see if that's even possible in the years to come. And of course, DoorDash had to step up at some point after all those Uber orders in a row. We got one for Jersey Mike's, $7.50. That one was a pretty decent sized order. $7.50, that's okay. And then we got like another one for $7.25. That wasn't, wait, actually, hold on. The $7.25 order was before the $7.50, but whatever. It's still the same amount of money. And then we got a Safeway order for $12 for Uber Eats. This one was, I didn't have to shop for it, which was so nice. Just pick up. There were not very many items in there when I wheeled that out to my car, but the customer, when I got to them and I had to sign for it, they were like, oh, I guess they were out of waters. And I was like, I guess so. They didn't give me any. It's a lot easier of a delivery when I don't have huge cases of water. So guess I'm happy about that one. And then we got a catering order. Of course, what would this shift be if I didn't get a DoorDash catering order? Got that one for $8. There wasn't a ton of food. It was probably just barely over $100 subtotal, but I'm very glad that it was because it came to my phone and I was able to drop it off, and we got over $20 for that DoorDash order. And I think that's a good time to call this shift. It was a really solid first shift in this this new car. I'm very happy I have it, but of course, like I said, I did finance it, and so I'm gonna have to work even harder to get this loan paid off faster than what I signed for, because I don't want to pay all that interest. On Uber Eats, we made $92.71, and on DoorDash, you made just over $50, so $145 total in this car for this like 5-hour shift. And it was pretty nice. I only drove like 60 miles or so to make that, so I'm very happy about it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.